breakfast every day. And she be killing us every morning. And I'll be listening to her on the way to work while I'm at work. I can't really focus until she's done work cooking because she be saying some stuff, make you get up and get out your chair. So take heed to the message. Let's make sure we support her and go and subscribe to her content because she's doing an amazing job over there. I appreciate you.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We need to start learning how to tell our men what we would like, what we need in a marriage. Because if you don't tell your man what you need in a marriage, this creates chaos. I always tell people on my channel, you got to learn how to talk to your husband.
One and only, take heed to the message.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwar. It just means queen, baby. How y'all doing this morning? It just means queen. How y'all doing this morning? Okay. The title of this foolery is I enjoyed it means it was not bad. Let me say it again. I enjoyed it means it was not bad. So trigger warning, everybody. We about to get into some foolery this morning. So I want y'all to understand that first. We about to get into some foolery this morning. Good morning, 1925. How are you, dear? Good morning, my dear. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Walker, my brother, from the beginning. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Only why we talking about this is that the Deli Wrap-Up crew, right, did a segment with a content creator, okay? And I want y'all to hear what this brother said. I want y'all to hear what he said. And then we're going to go into the incident that happened in Tennessee with a teacher. She has 21 counts of essay, okay? We're going to go into this first. So trigger warning, everybody. It's about to get nasty this morning. Trigger warning, everybody, okay? Now, you know what we're going to do? We're going to hit the news first about the teacher, the 21 counts. I want y'all to listen to it. Hollywood Unlocked unleashed this on their social media page. It says, married fourth grade teacher pregnant with a 12-year-old student's baby is charged for allegedly grooming 21 children. Okay? We about to get into it. All right? This is a female teacher. Married. She's 38 years old. Her name is Alyssa McConnell. Okay? Fourth grade teacher. Okay? She's a Caucasian descent. We're about to get into it, y'all. Listen up.
Tennessee teacher accused of sexual misconduct with children. Tonight, Fox 13 has learned Covington police say a grand jury indicted Alyssa McCommon on 23 counts involving 5 alleged victims. Investigators say there could be at least 4 times as many victims. Fox 13's Lakia Scott tells us that these very disturbing charges are a part of a 23-count indictment.
After a 7-month investigation, we're learning there could be more victims. 38-year-old Alyssa McCommon is charged with multiple sexual misconduct offenses against minors. Covington police say they identified 21 potential victims. The victims ranged between 12 and 17 years old. A grand jury returned a 23-count indictment just this week. Prosecutors presented evidence from 5 victims. They say this evidence is what led to the 23 counts. Back in September, police arrested McCommon on a single charge of child child rape after Tipton County's
More trouble tonight for a former Tennessee teacher accused of sexual
schools said a parent came forward with allegations of inappropriate conduct. Police say she used video games to befriend former students, sent inappropriate photos, and made sexual requests. In October, a judge revoked the former fourth grade teacher's bond after prosecutors say she made phone calls and texts to the alleged victim. Now comes this new information about the potential of more victims.
It's just real mind blowing. These are innocent kids. Like, why was your mind even processed like that?
I expect better of our educators. It was bad what she did.
More trouble tonight for a former Tennessee teacher.
Okay. Now, y'all heard the part of the former Tennessee teacher, 38 years old, Alyssa McConnell. And she has been indicted on 21 counts of SA cases against children from the age 12 to 17. She enticed these children with video games. She started with video games and then started sending sexual pictures, sexual texts to these children, okay? Boys in her classroom. You know, I only touch on these cases is because our young men, they come to social media and it's like to them, it's nothing, right? We always roll over the thoughts of this happening to our young men and we roll it over like it's nothing. But only when it happens to our young girls, we begin to get arms, okay? Like y'all see the nonsense that played off on social media a couple of days ago with both of the two. One, I think one is a football player, one is a basketball player, Jalen Green and that heifer, okay? And they said, per Jalen said it, that she used to babysit him when he was 12. Now, we always like to get on people in social media who, if the man has messed with a younger girl, right? Like, what's that? What is that man? What's his name? Marcus, the one who used to play on is that Sister with Tia and Tamara? Everybody went crazy that he was dating her and then he married her. Everybody called him a monster. He's evil, this and that, right? But when Jalen Green's situation happened, y'all was like, yeah, she good. You know, y'all was bragging that what she did was good for that 22-year-old. Mind you, she has a son that's 21. But everybody on social media was like, that's different. But when Marcus Houston, that's his name, Marcus Houston, when Marcus Houston did it, right, everybody was going crazy. And they was calling him evil. He's a dirty man, you know. He's Satan. Y'all was calling him all these names, okay? But when Jalen Green situation happened, okay, and he talked about her being his babysitter, okay, at 12, and then even more information come out that he was friends with her son, okay, and now she is his baby mother at 22. She's pregnant with his baby. Everybody like, no, that's no problem. But I'm going to share something with you. Only mothers who have sons that they have an adult mindset know that this shit don't make sense. We know that this does not make sense. Only women, because some of y'all who got boys and you don't have the adult mindset, I gotta stop saying mama that got boys. I gotta say mamas who have an adult mindset that understand that this is not right. You know that this is, you know what I'm saying? You know this is wrong. Yes, Walker, thank you. Marcus Houston, that's right. Walker said, reason 17 why you have to go through your child's phone. Amen. This is right. Reason 17 this is why you have to go through your children's phone, because you don't know who is texting them. You don't know who's sending them nonsense pictures. You don't know who they talking to. Red Lipstick Vibe, how are you, my sister? It's good to see you. And Walker said Marcus Houston. That is correct. When Marcus Houston married that young girl, and y'all heard he was dating her at 14 or 15 or something like that, y'all immediately was like, he's evil, he's Satan. Y'all was calling him all out his name. But when the Jalen Green situation happened, all y'all women was like, that's right, she got the bag, this and that. But when more information came out that she used to babysit this boy at 12, y'all was like, well, they're two consenting adults now. Okay, where was that smoke? And where was that saying when Marcus Houston did it? Because she's an adult now. Both situations is wrong. I don't know how y'all can't put two and two together. Both situations is wrong. Now, there was a gentleman that is a content creator that came on the wrap up, let me see. What is the name of it? I just want to make sure I say it right. Deli Wrap Up Crew. Okay. There was a content creator who came on and he said something. He talked about it. He talked about something, an essay case when he was young. And he said that he liked it. All right. And the other content creator on the Deli Wrap Up group, the Deli Wrap Up crew, he said just like this. He said just like this. That doesn't make it right. Just because you liked it doesn't make it right. But did somebody say to him that, oh, if you liked it, it makes it right? And this is why in his psyche, in his mind, why he grown, he like, well, I liked it. So it makes it okay because I liked it. Because remember, we tell our children, oh, if somebody touch you in the wrong way, right? And you feel uncomfortable or you don't like it, right? Because that's what we say. Okay. Tell mommy. This is why a lot of children don't tell, because you said to them, if somebody touch you in the wrong way and you feel strange about it. Because now remember, if the child likes it, okay, what the person is doing to them, they're not gonna tell because they like it. And this is a prime example why I say we need to talk to our sons more instead of us just only talking to our girls. Red Lipstick Vibe said, oh wow. Red Lipstick Vibe said, this sound like Jada Smith. Ooh. Maya, good morning, baby. She said, I'm late. Don't worry, honey. You're not late. So this is what the gentleman said on the Deli Wrap Up crew. This is exactly what he said. Let's go into it. And I want y'all to hear what he said.
I mean, I messed with women that was older than me when I was underage. You get what I'm saying? I was not assaulted. But technically, you are by law. I mean, that's you may have thought you enjoyed it, but if you thought you enjoyed it, and then years later you grow up and you're an adult and you still think that, like, no, you enjoyed it. Like, is that considered sexual assault? Technically, by law, if you're underage and she's over the age, that's what it is. My only thing with that is the age of consent, right? What is the deciding factor in making the age of consent? Is it like a mental capacity to agree?
But I'm not sure what goes into that, because obviously different countries and different states have different
that number
age,
right? That's my point. If I was in India, for example, the age of consent is like 12 or 13. I'm good over there, you know what I mean? So there would be no question in whether I was assaulted or not over there. But just because it's 16 or 17 over here, now is the question. I personally would have an issue with my daughter being raised in India. We just don't.
Okay. Now, he said just like this. He liked it. Good morning, Mr. He said. How are you, sir? He said just like this. He liked it. He had got essayed when he was young, but he said he liked it. So does that make it a difference because he liked it? I want to know, y'all. Put it in the comment section. Does it make a difference because he liked it? Because he was groomed by a younger woman, an older woman, but he liked it. So does it make it right? Because the other content creator was on the Deli Wrap-Up crew, he said, even if you liked it, it made it wrong. It's still wrong. It's still wrong. Even if you liked it, it's still wrong. See, when we train our children, we say, if it feels uncomfortable for you, if somebody touch you like this, okay? If you feel uncomfortable, come tell me. We need to start telling our children, even if you liked it, somebody touched you in the wrong way. Even if you liked it, come tell mommy, come tell daddy. Even if you liked it. Because the mindset that we're doing to these kids when they're young and we're not explaining to them, the world will explain it to them. Do you see what I'm saying? If we don't teach them while they're young, the world will explain it to them. That's why I tell y'all, watch where you take your children. Watch where you leave your babies. Because somebody older, girl or boy, damn it, because y'all always is, it could be a boy. No, girl or boy. Because girls have the sexual mindset faster. They're faster. Okay? They're faster with the mindset. This is why a lot of young men have been essayed. A lot of young men have been essayed, but the problem is they go like this. That's the problem. That's the problem that our boys do. They go like this. But our girls will sing to the heavens once you ask them. They will sing to the heavens. But our boys will go like this. You want to know why? Because some of them liked it. They liked it. It felt good to them. They didn't know that this was wrong. They thought, well, oh, I just got some cat. They didn't know that this was wrong. And I'm going to share something with you. Some of our girls liked it too, and they got quiet like this too. Somebody even said to our girls, did you like it? And she would say, yeah, I liked it. Because she doesn't know that this is wrong. This is why you need to start talking to your children. Talk to these babies when they're young, because now when they get as old as 20-something years old, they think this makes sense. If Jalen Green went to counseling and somebody broke this down to him, he would understand that this is wrong. See, they get as old as 26, 27. This young man that was on the Deli Wrap-Up crew, he looked like he in his 30s. Okay? And he's saying, well, I liked it. You see? Well, I liked it. So since I liked it, it was not wrong. But it was wrong, baby. It was wrong. And see, I want to say that mothers that have sons, that they have the adult mindset, they know that this is wrong. Because some of y'all heifers that come to social media that have sons of your own and you don't have the adult mindset, you think this shit makes sense. It's only the ones, if you do not have an adult mindset, you think that this shit makes sense. Only the ones who have an adult mindset, that they know that this is wrong. Okay? They know that this is wrong. They understand that this shit is not right. But when you read the comments that people put on social media, you be surprised. You be surprised. They agree with nonsense like this. You be surprised. And it's sad. Who in here would ever want something like that happening to their own child? Nobody would want that. I'm dead serious. You would not want that. You would not. You would not want this to happen to your baby. You would not. Some of these young men are victims, and we sit up here and we act like, oh, he a man. He could deal with it. He's a man. This is what we say. He's a man. He can deal with it. But it's the same trauma that a young woman will go through. Same trauma. Walker said, yeah, because women know how to make a young man feel good. So natural, he's going to enjoy it most of the time. This is true. He's going to enjoy it most of the time. And they make it like it's so natural, like what she doing is right. And I said, why is he trying to make that make sense? Because when you have been traumatized, you try to make it make sense. You try. So I'm not my shooting range. I'm not looking at him. I'm not looking at him. I'm not making him feel any type of way because he's the victim. It's the woman I got the problem with. She is the problem. She's the predator. That's the woman I got a problem with her. I don't have a problem with this man who's 30 years old. He's not my problem. The predator is my problem. Do you see what I'm saying? And I said, no, it don't make sense. Maya said, no, he was still a child. Wrong is wrong. That is right. Go ahead, baby. Realistic Vibe said, by nature, he's going to like it. She said, by nature, he gonna like it. Realistic Vibe said, facts. She said, yes. Walker said, trifling. It's trifling. Now, Realistic Vibe said, no. Ain't that terrible? But he trying to make sense of it, just like and I said, he's trying. He's trying to make sense of it. He don't understand that he was SA. He's trying because he said it felt good to him. Now, I'm going to share something with you. More than likely, he went and talked to somebody about it. An older boy he talked to about it, okay? Or either maybe one of his cousins that's like 19, 20 years old, right? And he went and told him. Because they tell somebody. They going to tell somebody, okay? And you know what they going to say to him? This is what they usually say to him. And that person who said it, he has been touched as well. So he going to say, did you like it? He going to say, yeah, I liked it. He going to say, okay, well, it wasn't, they didn't hurt you because you liked it. Ain't that crazy? But I always tell y'all this all the time, and I had said this before a couple months back. This thing happened to me. I was groomed 3 times by 3 different people in my family. 3 different people. And I remember I was telling a girlfriend of mine, I was a teenager then, okay? I was telling a girlfriend of mine, and she said to me, did you like it? And you know what I told her? I said, yes, I liked it. She told me, then that means you weren't hurt. That's what she told me. And mind you, she was touched too. But because she said to me, did you like it? I told her, yeah, I was like, yeah, I think I liked it. Just like that. Yeah, I think I liked it. And she said to me, well, then it's not evil because you liked it. See? And I walked around with that all my adult life. Okay, you liked it. It's only until I got the mindset and the understanding that shit was wrong. That shit was wrong. It was only until I got the understanding that shit was wrong. Okay? That somebody that I was hurt by 3 people that I love. Then I understood that this was wrong. See, when we want to sit up here and we want to judge these children when they hot in the pants and they fast in the street and they doing nonsense, more than likely somebody did some foolery to them. I just want y'all to know. More than likely somebody did some foolery to them to make them fast like that. See, social media, they never talk about the boys. I always tell y'all that. They never talk about the boys. They brush it off when it's the boys. You know, it's nothing. Just like the Jalen Green case. But the situation. Jalen Green, he 22. Y'all like, oh, he's grown. He's a man, and y'all brush it off. But this boy said that Michelle, that's the middle name of her, right? Michelle has been babysitting him since he was 12. So what that tell you? What that tell y'all? Something is going on. Something was going on. You just don't get pregnant like this at, you know what I'm saying? He's 22. Now you pregnant by him. That just don't happen like that. Grooming starts early. Do you hear what I'm saying? Grooming starts early. Nobody see that this is red flags, but everybody's saying, oh, because the mama is not on social media going crazy, making waves. This is the problem. How can she make waves now? This woman is pregnant. What can she do now? And if she even asks her son, was Michelle touching on you when you was young? Will the son even tell? Because you know, if she's been touching on him when he was younger, now the mother got a leg to stand on. She can press charges. Because that means that Michelle has been messing with Jalen since he was small. Okay? But nobody likes to mention that part. Drea Michelle. Nobody likes to mention that part. How is it that someone she's been babysitting is now her baby daddy? Now, we like to talk about the other woman too, who is 30-something years old and her baby daddy is 25. The difference between that right there, it's still wrong. It still sounds crazy. But the difference between that right there is that she didn't babysit him. She did not babysit him. She didn't raise him, help raise him. She didn't babysit that one that's 25. See, the thing is that both of these two hyenas, okay? Both of these two hyenas, all right? They looking for a retirement plan. So they decide what woman you know that is 30-something years old, 30-something years old, that's in her right mind, want to mess with somebody that's 22, 25. Because I know damn sure I would not. I know damn sure I won't. I would even want a man that's older. I would not want nobody my age. I would want somebody older. I have always liked older men. I've always did. Always did. You have to be a little older than me. We cannot be the same age. We cannot. Okay? We cannot. And I'm going to share with you why a lot of younger women go with older men. It's stability. It's stability. And if she did not have a father that was in her life, right? If she didn't have a father that was in her life, around her constantly, she's going to date someone older. Okay? And sometimes it's just you like older men, because there's some women who their father has been in their life, but they just like an older man. The older man she's attracted to. Now I know y'all gonna say, oh, take heed, you wrong, take heed. But I'm gonna share something with you. I believe that men should date younger women. I ain't gonna lie to you. That security needs to be there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying rob the cradle. I didn't say rob the cradle, okay? I did not say rob the cradle. But I think a younger woman, she does need to date an older man. I don't see anything wrong with that. But my problem is, and why I have a problem with my sisters about this, is because this is a baby. Yes, this is a baby. What can you teach him? See, the goal of a man marrying a younger woman is that he can teach her. What can you teach this boy? And I know some of y'all gonna say, you being biased, take heed, you being biased. Because our girls, I wouldn't want our girls to marry somebody her father age, okay? But I want him to be a little older so that you know, okay, you have someone responsible at the helm. You know what I'm saying? Responsible at the helm of the marriage. Because when they're the same age, you're wondering like who is telling who what to do. You know what I'm saying? So you're thinking that as a parent. But I will wholeheartedly say that shit do not make sense. When you as a grown man, and this is not his fault, you as a grown man can sit up there and say, well, it felt good to me. It's not his fault for him saying that. It felt good to him. It's not his fault. The problem is the predator, the woman who touched on him when he was young and made him feel good. She's the one that's the problem. But we never like to mention the women. We never like to mention the older women that do this to the younger boys. And how come we don't know that this is going on? You want to know why we don't know why this is going on? It's because our boys go like this. They just stay quiet. They go just like this. That's why nobody don't know. Or if you do know, you tell a boy to be quiet. You tell them what goes on in our house, stay in our house, just like I used to tell the girls. Melania, how are you, baby? It's good to see you. Consent to it doesn't make it right either. Ooh, that's nasty. Go ahead, baby. Red Lipstick Vibe says, shaking my head. Red Lipstick Vibe said, it's a paycheck. Yes, it is. Skinny, how are you, my dear? Women's month has been rough. You play too much. Walker said, doesn't say 30. Don't say 30 something because she 39. She knocking on 40 with a 21-year-old child. Baby, you are speaking facts. That is true. Yes, she is. Hi, good morning, Lost in Translation. How are you? It's good to see you. The barbershop was on fire Friday. It was on fire. I was watching it while I was laying up with my husband. I was watching. It was good. Marcus, how are you, sir? It's good to see you. Young men usually don't have the means to take care of the family. This is true. This is true. Melania says, these old women are dating younger men for something. We know why, baby. You know why. We all know why. Lost in Translation said, older women love trying to get at me. LOL. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Heidi, how are you? He about to have a grandson. I know. I said the same thing. Can you imagine? She 39. By the time this baby get big, about 20 years old, she will be what? She's gonna be 60. 59 she'll be. By the time this baby get 20 years old, 59 she will be. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. This is the time you're supposed to, your children are getting married. You're enjoying it. You'll see grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? You're enjoying it. Good morning, Underrated Darkness. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. So it's wrong. It's wrong. And then Jalen will be what? He gonna be like in his 40s or something by that time. 40 something, close to knocking on 50. So it sounds crazy. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit up here and sugarcoat it. When a young man said on the podcast this morning, I was watching it, and he said, but I liked it. See, and that's the thing that predators do. That's the thing predators do. They will tell the children, you liked it though. You liked it. Did you like it? And I think as parents, y'all need to learn how to teach these children different ways, because what we used to what we was told when we were young, oh, if it felt strange to you, if you didn't like it, you see. So a lot of kids said, okay, it didn't feel strange to me, I didn't like it, you know what I'm saying, like I liked it, you know what I'm saying. So they're putting in their mind, it didn't feel strange to me and I liked it, so I'm just going to be quiet. But you need to start going into detail with the children and saying, even if you liked it, if they touch you in these private areas, okay, all these things you need to go into detail with these babies, because if you don't sit down and explain in detail with these kids, these kids will get grown. These kids will get grown and they will have all this trauma and not even understand why. And not understand why. You know what I'm saying? Because once you give a young man a piece of cat, once he get a piece of cat, and then he start running around doing nonsense, y'all all wondering like, why every time this boy is doing something, you got girls in the house while you not there, you know what I'm saying, your alarm is going off, when you're not there, you're on vacation, you see something, you know what I'm saying, something has happened to this young man. When you have your girls and your girls will start acting all strange and everything, something is going on. They don't just start acting like that. A switch have to be ignited for them to start acting like that. This is the problem. A switch you have to start teaching them. When Mother Nature comes to either boy or girl, this is the time you start teaching them. Or either under that, because they start touching on these children when they're younger. So even under that, start talking to these babies. Let them know that this is wrong. Because just because I liked it doesn't make it right. That's the problem. Lost in Translation said his body portrayed him. It's true. His body did. And it does it to the girls as well. But the one who is older is the problem. They know better. You see what I'm saying? They know better. The one that is older is the problem. It's not the one that was young that it got done to. They are not the problem. So I'm not coming after this young man for that. I am not. He is not even on my radar. My heart hurts for him. Because I'm a boy mom. My heart hurts for him. And only women who have sons that have a sound mind, you understand that this shit do not make sense. You understand that. It's y'all dingbats who y'all got sons and y'all don't understand that bullshit. So when it happened to your son, you telling your son some nonsense, talking about, oh, you a man, you'll be all right. How can somebody young understand that this is wrong? If you congratulating them, telling them, yeah, you a man, you'll be all right. Marcus says she's coming to put that gorilla grip on Jalen. Yes, honey, I already know, baby. You speaking facts. Good morning, Growth. How are you, sir? Loved the show yesterday. It was good. Good morning, sister. You spot on. Thank you. You welcome, sir. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see what you got, 3-3. They don't listen. They're programmed by the schools and mass homeschooling. Boys are shut down, stubborn. And you're absolutely telling the truth. Thank you, my dear. I understand. Lost in Translation is laughing. I don't know why. Hottie said, started mowing the lawn at 8. By 13, I was hitting most of the women. Long. Oh, that's why you laughing. Okay. Hottie says, started mowing the lawn at 8. By 13, I was hitting most of the women lawns I mowed. I liked it, except I wanted my cash instead of the favors. Oh, wow. That's something. That's something, Hottie. That's something. And I'm going to share something with you. A lot of men, okay, a lot of boys who are now men, you can't even imagine the age that the women who were grooming them were. Some of them was your mama best friend. Some of them was the neighbor. Some of them was your friend's mama. Yeah. Some of them was even your sisters. I'm just saying. Some of them was older cousins. We don't talk about the boys. We only talk about the girls on social media. And then when you wondering why sometimes you will sit up here and say, why is he so fast like that? Why is he so sexually active like that? Especially when you get a younger man and he already know how to do certain things. Okay? And he has a younger woman and she doesn't know. Say she never known how to do anything. And he's the same age as her and they doing stuff. He knows more than her. He's not even supposed to know more than her. But he knows more than her. There was boys that I messed with when I was young and they were a little older than me, or some of us, we were same age. They knew more about doing stuff than I. So what I'm saying is that talk to your babies. Stop leaving them with everybody. Stop leaving them with everybody. Stop all that sleeping over stuff. Go into detail. Start talking to your babies, boys and girls. You can prevent these things if you start talking to them. You can prevent it. And even if it has happened, you can stop it. All you got to do is go to the popo. You can stop it. Stop letting your baby go to everybody's house. Stop letting your baby believe this is auntie, this is uncle, that fake auntie, uncle nonsense. I'm only telling you because you will get a young man like this. He will come to social media and he will say these words, and everybody will think that this makes sense.
We just don't speak on certain things that we went through. Like, we might have been assaulted in a certain degree with messing with a woman. I messed with women that was older than me when I was underage. You get what I'm saying? I was not assaulted. But technically, you are by law. I mean, you may have thought you enjoyed it, but if you thought you enjoyed it, and then years later you grow up and you're an adult and you still think that, like, no, you enjoyed it. Like, is that considered sexual assault? Technically, by law, if you're underage and she's over the age, that's what it is.
My only thing with that is the age of consent, right? What is the deciding factor in making the age of consent? Is it like a mental capacity to agree? But I'm not sure what goes into that because obviously different countries and different states have different
that number
age. Like, that's my point. If I was in India, for example, the age of consent is like 12 or 13. I'm good over there, you know what I mean? So there would be no question in whether I was assaulted or not over there. But just because it's 16 or 17 over here, now is the question.
I personally would have an issue with my daughter.
And that hurts. You see how he's even defending someone who had done this to him when he was young. He's defending because he's saying that it felt good. I liked it. Where does that come from? That comes from him telling somebody. He told somebody he trusts that Mrs. So-and-so did something to me when I was this age. And you know what that person told him? Did it feel good? Did you like it? And then he told him, I guess I liked it. I guess I liked it. So because you liked it and make it right? No, baby, it doesn't make it right because you liked it. Now he's laughing about it because he's talking with other men. He's laughing about it because, you know, in this atmosphere, social media, okay, and the manosphere, if you come and say, hey, Ricky, what's going on? World class, what's up, my brother? So if you come in the manosphere and you're saying that this makes sense, you know, you a man, I'm a man, this happened to me when I was young, you know, you got a piece of pussy. You excited because you was young, you know. Some grown woman liked you. Something was wrong with the grown woman. Something was wrong with the grown woman. She saw this baby because y'all know these boys look like monsters now. 6'1", 6'2". They look like monsters. Bench pressing 200 and something pounds. They look like monsters, okay? But their mindset ain't there, but they look like monsters, okay? Okay? Now, you got a woman who she looking at this man, this young boy, as a man. Where they do that shit at? Where they do that at, y'all? Where they do that shit at? That makes sense. That don't make no sense. But there's no space for the boys to tell their truth. There's no space for the boys to tell their truth. Lost in Translation said it was Miss Parker from across the street. Walker said, you telling the truth. Thank you, sir. Walker said, you telling the truth. Thank you. Marcus said, wow. They are an extreme uptick in female teaching, groping the boys, students, and getting pregnant. Yes, it is. But you know what? They used to do this in the 90s too. Y'all remember that thing with the teacher? She was molesting the boy and got pregnant by him. And then don't you know, the boy had to turn around and pay child support when he got grown. Can you imagine? Somebody who essayed him got pregnant, and then the boy, when he got grown, he had to start paying child support. World class, my brother. Ricky said, good morning, everybody. And then world class said, interesting. That's sad. That's sad, baby. Marcus says, if it was a man, we would be in jail for 25 years. You are right, sir. It's correct. Ricky said, men are not allowed to be victims when it comes to women hurting or violating men. Oh, that's nasty, Ricky, but you telling the truth, sir. World Class said they protect female predators. They do. They do. They do. Because you want to know why? They say he's the penetrator. He's the penetrator. That's how they do it. That's how they leave that like that. He's the one that has to penetrate. That's why they protect the female predators. It always get on my nerve when you hear women talking about, oh, he sure is fine. He young. She know he young. But she'll say he sure is fine. Y'all remember that movie where the older woman was like, I think she said his name was Steven or Clarence or something. She said, Clarence, ooh, you sure look good. You sure fine. You just was a little older. And he told her, Miss Johnson, I'll fuck you, Miss Johnson. I'll fuck you, Miss Johnson. You better leave me alone. Y'all remember that? Everybody laughed about that. Everybody thought that shit was funny. We all thought that was funny. Anytime a grown woman say something like this to a boy, y'all think that this is funny. Let a man have said that to a girl. Let a man have said that. Oh, you sure look good. Oh, if you just was a little older, y'all all been called the police. The police would have got about 1 million calls in the last 5 minutes. I'm just saying. Walker said, that comes from being groomed. It's true. It does. It does. Lost in Translation said he thinks he's getting social points. Yeah, it's true. They do be thinking that. It's sad. It's sad. Hottie said, I don't trust women now. Though most of them were married, husbands at work. I'm in there. Oh, grazing them yams. He said, I'm in there grazing them yams. And he was young, he said. He said, I was young. World Class said, they do it everywhere. They just hide it. It's true. They do. And I'm going to share something with you. The boys just stay quiet. The boys don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. Because you want to know why? Miss Johnson and Miss Parker is buying them stuff. All of a sudden, you see her come over because she know what she doing is wrong. She come over with some Jordans and all this and video game and everything and give it to your mama. Oh, because he mowed my lawn. He did a good job. He cleaned the garage out. He did a wonderful job and everything. And also, he was laying her down. He was laying her down. Nobody likes to talk about that. Malik said, we used to think it was cool when women in her late 20s and 30s let a teenager hit it. Been through these couples. He said, I've been through this a couple of times. Malik, I remember you told me a couple months ago in our stories. I remember, sir. Marcus said, wow. Ricky said, yup. 13 years old. Ricky, I understand, sir. I understand. Lost in Translation said it was older women at them summer jobs. This is true too. World Class said, yup, them victims had to pay child support. Yup, I remember that. That was crazy. What movie was that? I don't know if it was a movie. It was a real life incident that happened. Oh, no. You talking about when I was talking about, I don't remember the movie. I don't remember, but it was a big meme. Everybody was laughing about it. It was a big meme. I'll fuck you, Miss Parker, something like that. It was terrible. But at the time it was funny because we thought it was funny when he said it back to her. When she said, if you just was a little older, and he said to her, Miss Parker, you better leave me alone. I'll fuck you, Miss Parker. Okay, and everybody laughed about that mess. Hottie says, sad part, my mom knew when I was going on long as she get her cut of the money I made. She was fine. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna tell y'all something too. Some of the mothers be on demon time. I'm gonna tell you something too. Okay, Lost in Translation says she asked him to come over to paint, take his shirt off so she can wash it. This is true too. That happened too. Lost in Translation said that was from Friday. Oh, it was from Friday. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that, sir. I greatly appreciate that. Grace, good morning, my dear. How are you? Okay, so it was from Friday, y'all. I didn't even know. It was so funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was funny because you thought it was funny. But in all reality, that thing was terrible. It was terrible. But we laugh about stuff like this. And it happened to our boys, but we laugh about it. We think it's funny. Because what? He looked like a grown man. He got the beard and everything. He's 6'1". But that mind ain't right. That mind ain't right. He don't know that this is wrong. He think he getting some cat and he loving it. But it's wrong. Somebody touching this boy. It's wrong, y'all. It's wrong. And only women who have a strong mindset, an adult mindset, she know that this is wrong. She know it's wrong. I had a girlfriend who I grew up with. She lived in my building when I was living in the projects. And her mama used to sell her to this one drug dealer. Yep, one drug dealer. And he used to give her. He used to give her like, crack and everything to get with her daughter. Okay? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not judging. Okay? But I have seen a lot of shit. I've seen a lot of shit. And I'm going to share something with you. Later in life, she had a baby with the same drug dealer who was grooming her. And the mama allowed it because she was getting crack from him. Ain't that something? So some of our mamas back in the day was not right, okay? I just want to put that out there. Growth, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate you. We normalize male molestation in our community. I hate it. When older men hype it up for young men, but get upset when the same young men wants their daughter. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty, but it's right. It's nasty, but it's right. Let me repeat it one more time. Growth said we normalize male molestation in our community. I hate it when older men hype it up for young men, but get upset when the same young man wants their daughter. That's too much like right, sir. That is too much like right. Too much like right. Ricky said most men' first sexual encounter is with an older woman. He right. Ricky right. This is true. This is true. He right. Grace says a lot of our men are traumatized by older women, violating our boys before their time. This is true. You speaking facts on that, Grace. Hottie said they will call my mama and get her to send me, then pay her directly. I didn't get no money sometimes. Oh, Hottie. Hottie. Woo. I understand, baby. I understand. I share with you something. When I was young, because I don't want you to feel no type of way before this show ends. When I was young, I remember somebody in my family told me, closed legs don't get fed. Somebody said that to me when I was young. Closed legs don't get fed. Do you think I would tell my daughter that nonsense? Nope. Closed legs don't get fed. Baby, I understand. Big Cooper, what's going on? How you doing? Most of the time you encounter these women in church. Oh, that's nasty, Big Cooper. Don't be coming in here telling the truth. I told you about that. Don't come in here telling the truth. Don't come in here telling the truth. You gonna stop? You gonna stop? Hattie said, did Miss Hattie Mae give you my yet I need it for the light bill? Ooh, baby. Tanya, how are you? Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you. That's what she's trying to say. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate you, baby. Malik said, that mother will be in a nursing home all alone in her old age. We don't stay children. We grow up and pay your ass back. Malik right. We don't want to say that we pay you back, but Malik right. He right. We don't want to say it. Because I share something with you. When my mama always hang up with me, she say to me, I love you. She always tell me, I love you. I never say I love you back. Only because an incident when I was young. Even from that time till I got grown, she always tell me that she loved me, but I never say it back. And I remember one day she caught me on it. She said, you never say I love you back. I said, oh, mama, you know how I feel about you. That's what I said. And she smiled a little bit. But I'll share with you why I don't say it back. I told y'all this before. I hope y'all remember. When I was young, she said to me she could never really love me and my sister because we didn't belong to a man that she loved. It was one man my mother loved all her life. Even the men that she had babies by and the men she married, may my stepfather's soul rest in peace. She never loved those men. It was only one man that she loved. And she said because we were not his children, she could never really love us. So that always stayed in my mind. That's with your psyche, baby. That messed with your psyche, honey. And I have never, ever said to her, I love you back, because I remember that incident that she said that to me. So I always tell her, Mama, you know how I feel about you. Now, with that being said, all those things that I grew up with when I was young, Yahweh had sent beautiful people in my life to guide me through my youth. I had met some amazing people that were angels here on earth that helped me. Because I think if I didn't meet these people, you would not see Take Heed today. I'll be somewhere drugged up in some drug house, crack house somewhere, because God put so many amazing people in my path when I was growing up that told me, like, this doesn't make sense. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And they helped me. Okay. And Miss Karen was a godsend. Miss Karen was an amazing woman. She passed on to glory. She was a godsend. She helped me through a lot. She even got me to know about Yahweh. I ain't gonna sit up here and say I'm a perfect Christian. I am not. I do nonsense, and my mouth is indignant if you take me there. But she was a godsend for me. So a lot of the things that happened to me, I worked through. Now I'm not sitting up here saying I'm a perfect mama. I'm not. My kids call me on it all the time. But I believe I raised them better than how my mama raised me. So the goal is to raise your children better than how your mama and your daddy raised you. That's the goal. And the goal is to break generational curses. Break those chains. See, in the bloodline that me and my husband had started, we broke being a teen mother. We broke growing up in a crack house. We broke not being loved properly. We also broke that nobody is telling you that I don't love you because you not so and so child. I love you in spite of all of that. I love you. You are my children. You know what I'm saying? Me and my husband tell them, we love you. We every chance we get, we hug them. And they big and they still hug us tight. Like when we do get a hug from them, they hug us tight, because when they were small, we used to grab them and tell them, if you hug somebody real tight, like a bear hug, that means you love them. So these kids is big. They monster big, all hugging you all tight. You know your back ain't right no more. You know your back ain't right no more, and they hugging you all tight. I'm like, let me breathe, y'all. Let me breathe. And they be like, Mama, well, this is how you taught us when we was growing up, that you gotta hug somebody real tight. That's how you know you love them. You see? So the main goal is to raise your children better than what you was raised. Love them more than how you were loved. That's the main goal. Train them better than what you were trained. No matter what you went through, you don't hold on to that. Don't let that be your foundation. Lost in Translation said, they do be getting you them peppermints. I'm done with you, sir. You play too much. Heidi said, be mad as hell. I've been out here mowing lawns all day in the hot sun. At least I got some. Ooh, Heidi. You doing too much, Heidi. Ricky said, that's all you can do. That's right. Ricky said, that's all you can do is raise those children better than what you was raised, baby. That's what it is. Raise those kids better than what you was raised. Tanya said, we thank God for those play aunties. Some play aunties. Some play aunties, Tara, Tanya. Some play aunties. Not all. Not all. The aunties who's on their A game. We thank God for those. Because those play aunties and play uncles ain't always right. Okay. But those ones who show you love, true love, not trying to touch you in any sexual way, those ones are God sent. That's why I said that God put people in place in my life while I was growing up. And if God didn't send those beautiful angels, I'd be somewhere in a crack house, all drugged up with a needle on my arm. Yes. Yes, I would be. I'm not going to lie to you. I have seen a lot of shit. We done for today. Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all take heed to the message. I know that it was triggering this morning, but I had to jump in on it because the young man has surprised me at what he said. But there's a lot of young men that think like that. There's a lot of young women who think like that. Because I liked it, that mean it was good, but it is not. It's not good, baby. Just because you liked it doesn't mean it's right. Y'all take heed to the message. Instagram, I'm going to let you out first, baby. Enjoy your day. I appreciate you. Have a great one, Instagram. YouTube, my foundation, where I started from. Y'all enjoy your day. And Growth, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I greatly appreciate you, sir. And everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all be safe. Walker said facts. And, take heed to the message. We done.